Some Legend League. Let's do it. And we'll see, as always, who the first one in is. We will see, we will see. What do I play today? I've got to buy some champs because I don't think I own them all right now. It's been a while since I bought them all. And they keep releasing new ones. Oh, there's just one. Alright, I'll buy it. Problem solved. Holy shit, how many? 127 chests. Oh my god. Oh my. Look how many key fragments I have. This is beautiful. Look at the skin shards. Alright, I'm a collector. I've got Jeff Bezos' net worth right here. I can forge 44 keys. Let's do it. Oh my god, what is this? I have 76 champion catchals, 127 chests, another 50 chests, a bunch of random things, emotes. How many champions is this? Half every single champion and skin in the game? I've got it all. Okay, let's open the Eternal series capsules. I don't even know what I'm getting. What's this? Hall of Legends? Alright. What's this? Alright. What is all this stuff I have? Honor Orb? Mystery Ward skin? It doesn't cost me anything to open these. I've got so much. What is this? Emotes? 22 of them? There's no way I have to open mystery emotes one at a time. And icons one at a time? Ah, those are never getting opened. Do I have $1 billion in here? What is all this? Random Soul Fighter Champion Shard. Alright. Soul Orb. This is what happens when you play too much League of Legends. You just end up with everything, apparently. Oh, that's a good skin. I might actually get that. More key fragments? Alright. I'm overwhelmed at this point. What's a Masterwork chest do? Is this some fancy one? Oh, Secret Agent Misfortune, okay. Hello, what's up, Pizzelle? Welcome, welcome. I'm unboxing every single skin in the game, apparently. These are just champions, are they? I'm gonna have infinite points. Alright, so here's the question. What's the difference between Mastery Chess, Hextech Chess, Hextech Chess? What's the difference between these? I'm gonna do Mastery Chess first, because I don't have as many of them, so they might be special. Oh, these are good skins. Holy shit. Alright, here's what we do. We just open. Just open. This is already gonna take too long with my 100 keys. So we'll just open. And I'll pick after. You know, this is what I used to do with Tinder, guys. Is instead of choosing who I do and don't want to match with by swiping left and right, what I would do is just only swipe right. And that way you would only match with like a way smaller percentage of people. And then you would decide if to message them or unmatch them. So instead of having to swipe 100 times, I could just do 100 right swipes and match with like 5. And then out of the 5, I could choose the 1 or 2 that were actually worth messaging and just save time. It's just efficiency. So this is the Hextech version of Tinder. Is you just open your chests, you don't even look, and then you look at the skins after that you might want. That's the play. That's how you do it. Didn't write nerf chests. I thought they removed them and then brought them back because everyone cried. Something like that. Is there a list? Is there somewhere a list of metrics taken into account for each champion by the matchmaking to define your performance on them? I feel like your win rate and your KDA is pretty good. If you perform well and win games, it's usually a good indicator. They brought them back with lower drop rates for good skins. Ah, smart. A compromise. How smart is that? So smart. I don't know. I don't have everything. I have everything I want on this account because I spent my millions of dollars on League of Legends years ago, and now I'm set. I have everything I want. I don't think I've spent a dollar on this game for like 6 or 7 years, probably longer, because I have everything I want. And they can't bait me back in by giving me new skins. I won't let them. Talking about APM, number of times you watch map, things like that, etc. I don't know. It's not StarCraft. I feel like your just performance overall is a good indicator. I think your damage per minute, your KDA, and your win rate are the things that actually matter. Hey man, your TikToks keep popping up on my feed. I'm plat 3 after 3 years rank break. Dude, you're the first person who has come and said, I found you from TikTok. Holy shit, we did it, boys. I'm a TikToker. We made it. No, I've been uploading shorts to my YouTube channel for a very long time. What do I had? Oh, you want to swap me? No, you fucking would, wouldn't you? Alright, let's just pick Bard. Oh wait, Karthus bot lane? Let's pick Pyke. Hell yeah. Alright, it's a Pyke game. That one. Which one's zombie ward? This one. Deep ward, sorry. And we'll go with that. But yeah, I've been putting shorts on my YouTube for a long time. Like a long time. Probably almost 2 years. I've been putting shorts on my YouTube. And I never really took it that seriously. I used to just send session recordings to an editor and he'd make shorts for me. And then probably 2 months ago, you can kind of see the moment where it changes here. I started doing stream shorts as well and doubling the output. And I went from probably an average of about, God, I think I sat at like a 2,000 to 5,000 view average. And then I went to about 10,000 average. So then I doubled the output. And now I'm getting views with like 1 million, 100,000, doing some pretty crazy numbers. So about 2 months ago when I doubled the output is also the time when I started posting on TikTok and Instagram as well, because I'm making all the content. I may as well post it everywhere. May as well. Did you ever play pro or anything? Yeah, man, go check out my YouTube. I played professionally for 7 years. Okay, here you go. See if you recognize this one. My name's Rogue, and I played League of Legends professionally for 7 years. Now I'm a full-time coach and content creator for all ranks, iron through to Challenger. It's my intro from my YouTube videos. It's at the start of every video. You probably recognize it from somewhere on the internet. You would have heard that. Why Pyke? It's really good with Karthus, and one of the downsides of playing Pyke is that if you pick Pyke and then your AD carry needs peel, your peel is not very good or reliable. But the thing is, Karthus doesn't need peel, doesn't care if he dies. At the point where I picked, we had Ambessa Jarvan, they don't need peel, they're divers. We had Karthus, who doesn't need peel, he's also a diver, and when he, half his game plan anyway is a suicide. So there's no need to play a peel support. I can get away with some weird thing. I was going to play Bard, since it's good into their champs, but with a Karthus, Pyke's really good. You get mixed damage in lane, and I think the combo of Karthus ult, Pyke ult, pretty good setup. Anyway, happy days. Amumu support is good again. I think Amumu support's been, not good enough to play at a pro level, but it's been one of the best supports for solo queue for years. I think last pro series I played, grand final, it was a 4-game series. I played 2 games of Amumu support on stage. It was pretty fun. Amumu support is one of my favorite picks, and I think if you're playing at lower ranks and you aren't playing Amumu support, you're probably trolling, because it has so much carry potential. It's basically playing any other hook support, except you do way more damage, which is great. Pyke looks homeless in a lot of pro matches. He is. He is objectively a really terrible champion in most pro matches. You need a bit of chaos. You need a little bit of chaos in the game for him to work. Rammer support. I saw that it was a Beryl. Okay, I woke up this morning and my Twitter page was something about Beryl going 0-9 on Rammer support. And then the next thing was like a post like, Beryl picks Rammer support. Everyone is so excited to see what will happen. And I'm like, oh, I didn't get to these posts in chronological order now, did I? This is not chronological order. Alright, I'm gonna buy Sweeping Lens. If I buy Sweeping Lens, I can clear the ward, which is just fun, because then I can throw Hook from the bush. But I'm not too objected to buying Sweeping Lens, because the enemy has Mundo jungle. Mundo is always going to do full clears. Mundo is a champion that needs golden XP, and he has very weak early ganks, so you're never going to see Mundo skipping camps to gank you early, which makes his gank time is very predictable, right? He's ganking at 3 minutes 15 after he finishes a full clear. That ward will tell us which direction he passed, so we know exactly what time he will gank and when he will gank. And he's not going to really do anything to stray away from that because he can't. He's playing Mundo. It's not a support champion, it's a carry champion. He has no utility. All he does is have stats, right? So the guy's got to farm to get stats. Now, I want to try and get his bone plating on cooldown here. There we go. So we got his bone plating. Now we go chill for a second, try and preserve my own bone plating, because now I have bone plating advantage, which is really nice. Really good. Still have bone plating advantage. Minions are cleared, so let's hook from the bush where they can't see it coming. And they have to fight me into my bone plating the whole time. Perfect trade. That'll do it. That is pretty much... Oh, Roller's Flash, sorry. That's what I meant to ping. I gotta correct that with my timers, because otherwise someone's gonna come bot and gank and wonder why Roller's Flash. Oh, I missed. That's alright. I'm allowed to miss one hook because I hit all the other ones, so... Alright, so we just confirmed Mundo is pathing down. Okay, there's his flash. So now my timer is actually true. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look to recall because the wave's coming in. Actually, no, I'm not going to recall. Now, hopefully my Karthus figures out that he should base. Oh, he's TP. Nice. So, both junglers coming bot. We're obviously going to win the fight because they have no HP, and this guy's going to TP back. They have no subs. This is the easiest gank setup ever. Now, MF is probably basing, so... we just chill. Don't get too crazy here because we know that their jungler is here. We just have to wait for the 3v3 to kick off. Do what we can to prevent the wave going in. Now, I think Karthus should have TP'd here. It's a lot easier to keep the freeze if he TPs, but it seems like he's getting away with it. This is a little bit funky, isn't it? Not the guy I wanted to focus, but a free kill is a free kill. I didn't mean to take it, but fuck it, I'll take it. I was pretty egregious to take that kill, but fuck it, we ball. Oh, he really wants his crab, does he? Karthus fucked his wave. I don't know why he didn't just leave it frozen. Why are we doing this? Why did we unfreeze bot wave and then run into river with a 10 HP and kill ourselves when we could have just given the crab and preserved a bot freeze and gone up 3 waves? What the fuck, guys? Alright, messy play by my teammates. Very messy decision making. I probably should have backpinged them because I knew it was pretty stupid. That's alright. I'm going to commit to a shit ton of pink wards here just because I know that they've got no sums and the wave's going to bounce. So let's go take those timers now. So that'd be 6:15, and Rel's flash was used a bit later. 7:30, but she has Cosmic, so 6:45 on sub. So they've got a bouncing wave, no sums, and I'm rocking 2 pink wards and a sweeper. I think we can put 2 and 2 together to figure out the idea is. Fortunately, jungler can't come soon, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my pinks. The enemy is about to crash bot wave. Here's something important, guys. What do you do after you crash the bot wave? You walk into river and ward. Which means if I'd placed any of my wards down, or if I'd placed my pink ward, it would just be getting cleared right now. So this is something very important, is that you never commit your wards until after you get a wave crash, right? I'm pinned to bot lane right now because I can't leave without losing XP. So I can't go clear their vision. Meanwhile, he can run around and clear vision. Now, there's nothing I can do to match that roam. Best thing we can do is fast push in order to end the roam timer. And for some reason, the fucking entire bot lane is up there, I guess. I don't know. Just hit the tower, man. And we just fuck with them on the way back to lane here. Come here. Come here. They're going to walk right into me here. Karthus. No. Karthus. It's really hard to spoon feed kills to people sometimes, man. You just have to do it all by yourself as a support sometimes. Dude, I'm just trying to mind control my fucking AD carry to come pick up a free kill, and he just doesn't want it. He just doesn't want the free kill. Ah. Maybe I could have killed the MF if I chased, but I'm not too stressed. We already gained a lot, and it would be a bit of a risk to chase. So I want to get XP here. Let's make sure not to lose XP, because XP is extremely important on Pyke. And now Karthus is obviously going to recall, so no point being bot lane, so I'm going to shift into mid. And I've got a nice little roam timer here, where Karthus isn't even in lane, so there's no point being bot lane. Rel's showing a vision bot, which means... Oh, I should be using sweepers on pink ward, should I? This guy fucked up his items. He bought a Kindle Gem outright, which is always a mistake. You never rush Kindle Gem, you always buy components. But let's go. Let's see what we can do on this guy. Ooh, that's a cool move by him. Haven't seen that one before. Fair enough. Well played, sir. Well, that gave our mid laner prio, and hopefully with that mid prio, Annie will shift down and help against this invade. So let's stealth over this so they don't see me coming. Now we have Annie on the way because I gave her prio. Oh my god, I just misplayed everything there. I just misplayed everything. The brain was working, but the hands were not, guys. The rel counted absolutely everything that I did. Okay. Now what we do is we just chase them out to delay their recalls. The longer it takes them to recall, the better. This guy's not having fun, is he? This guy's not having fun, is he? Oh shit. Alright, this is awkward. Now, Jarvan get the full mute because he's using all his mental capacity to flame me, so he's obviously not a guy you want to hear from. Oh, this is a bit of a weird item buy. This is a Clown Fiesta all of a sudden. Oh, you know what? It's played pretty well. Had some good, had some bad. So that's AD flash. I think Rella's no flash, but I don't really care about her timer as much. Grubs are up. I should probably head there. I don't know why I'm heading bot lane. I should have clicked mid first. That's a little bit of an oopsie. What you do is you just click mid and you pivot from there. I don't think they could do anything to Karthus, even 2v1. So I'm pretty free to roam here because they can't trade anything on the bot side. I'm just a tad late because I walked bot lane out of base like a potato. Alright, I'm minting. I'm minting, I have no shoes. You know how miserable it is playing League of Legends without shoes on? Shit. What are you typing in chat? 1140 AD? That's the flash timer over the AD carries flash. So, the way I do timers, you write top, GG, mid, AD, and usually I just write SUP, sup. And you just take all the flash timers. So it's a 5-minute flash cooldown, but with the Rune Cosmic Insight, which I assume they have because they both have Inspiration Tree, it drops it by 46 seconds, I believe, so I just round it down a bit. No, it drops it by 1:15, sorry. He's pinging me because I took a caster minion. Bro, does this guy realize how little XP and gold a caster minion gives? He can have the full mute too. This is what you gotta do, guys. Every fucking game, you start the game with 5 people unmuted, and you finish it with probably only 1 or 2 people you can read messages from. Like, look at that. See how me taking those minions gave me the perfect XP for level 6? I wouldn't have gotten level 6 if I shared XP, right? People will never think about things like that. There's a reason I took those 2 caster creeps before you got back to lane Karthus. You're not the main character of the universe. I mean, you're invading without literally any teammates, so what did you expect to happen, my friend? Shouldn't use sweeper there, because I knew he had placed no wards. Bit of an oopsie by me to sweep when I knew he had no wards placed. My bad. What an absolute chaotic mess. Which is somewhat what you want on Pyke anyway. Now they have no AD flash, so if I ever get an engage onto him, we just insta-win. Oh, what? That missed? Oh, shit. I was all in on that hitting. Get him, Karthus. Oh, I was all in on that ult hitting. Because if the ult hits, it chains into the stun. It was off by like a pixel too. Ah, so close. Alright. It's a good warm-up game. It's a good warm-up game for sure. It's chaos. It's definitely a game where if I'd played at my peak, I'd definitely carry it. But alas, we're making a lot of silly mistakes. Alright. We gave it a go. Run it back. You always got the next sequence to do better. Okay, so I don't really want to commit my pink because I know that we don't have prio in any adjacent lane and they're going to come clear vision in a second, so if I commit wards right now... Here we go, watch this. See this ward right here? We stealth over it. Alright, well never mind. The entire fucking enemy team is here, so now they're all going to run at me. I was going to stealth over the ward to be a sneaky boy, but turns out their whole team's in my bot side. A little bit dicey. Now we can commit our pink. Karthus is scared of nothing. The enemy bot lane's in base, my friend. You don't have to be scared. This guy's doing dragon with his bot lane in base? You can't do this. You can't do dragon with your bot lane in base, my friend. Doesn't work like that. Apparently it does. Apparently it does. Apparently you can do dragon with your bot lane in base. I just hooked this guy into myself. I just killed myself by hooking him. That was close to a pentakill moment, not gonna lie. I almost started taking heads with all the ults. But apparently, with the enemy bot lane in base, they can do dragon. And this guy built first item redemption, which I guess is okay against Karthus, but why not just build a locket first and then a redemption? The build path's way better, but that's fine, we won't argue with the logic. The guy's winning the game after all, who am I to talk shit? God damn. My playing day's over, do you still want to compete? Nah, I'm done, I don't care. I'll tell you what, after you've lived in a gaming house for 7 years, you're pretty excited to have a normal life where you live in a house that doesn't have computers in the living room, you know? It's nice to, like, live with your girlfriend and have a healthy work-life balance and all the things associated with being a normal human that when you're playing League of Legends professionally, you just have to be surrounded by everyone asking you about this fucking matchup in the kitchen at 3 AM when you just want to sleep. Bro, I can't do anything there. I actually do them, mate. You are unhinged. Going straight to that. Alright, third person muted. Guys, it's actually crazy. My champion is not capable of doing anything in that situation. There's literally nothing I can do there to make that situation a better outcome with what I currently have as tools. And then this guy goes straight to that. Dude, people are unhinged. They say things in the League of Legends game they wouldn't dream of saying to someone in real life. It's actually crazy how rude people are. Anyway. That's why you mute them, guys. Because I am not incentivized to win the game because these people are assholes. But if I mute them, I'll forget that they're assholes and then I'll want to win for me. You know? That's the easiest thing to do is you self-sabotage because you decide you want to lose so that your teammate loses and then you end up not playing your best on purpose and you shoot yourself in the foot. That's why you mute your teammates so that they can't terrorize you and then you forget that they're terrorists and you get to move on and go enjoy the game. This is a minigame. The Tibbers body block minigame is pretty fun. I'm just going to hang out here. I don't know what Jarvan's doing in the top side right now. It's not really where you want to be, Jarvan, but alright. We're playing for bot side. Play for bot side, my friend. That's where the vision is. Now, midway's arriving in like 5 seconds, so I can't leave. Have to be here for wave arrival. This guy's contesting midwave without his support, so we should be able to punish that if we have any teammates at all, but we don't, because Jarvan decided to hover mid when there's no wave, and then go clear clear camps as the wave arrives, which is not very good macro on his part, but we'll keep working with it, boys. They're getting away with crazy stuff. Riven, like, oh my god, man. Now my Jarvan's recalling as next dude. Every time a midwave arrives, this guy is just doing anything but contesting the midwave for prio. Now, they've got 5 people in this midwave. Both side waves are pushed in, which means their side laners are folding mid, which means they're about to show up and try and siege this tower with, you know, 4 people if they're human. Which is what happens when you concede prio every single wave, the whole game. Alright, well, he's walking into a tower, so it makes our job easy. Can we get in here, boys? Come on, they're trying to fight without their AD carry. Their AD carry is literally dead. Can we please look to engage? Their AD carry is literally dead, and they're engaging on us, and we're running away. I'm so confused. What? I killed MF. Enemy 5 seconds later engages 4v5, and we all run away. What the fuck, guys? I'm perplexed. I'm absolutely perplexed. Alright, let's buy armor shoes. That'll do. I don't know what's going on there, but that should be simple to understand, right, guys? Like, that was pretty mind-boggling. I think this is one where people are probably typing horrendous things at each other in chat, and you remember what I said? How you decide you don't like your teammates, and so you intentionally play worse just to make them lose? I think that's probably what my teammates are doing to each other right now. Alright. That was a pretty easy hook. Oh shit, I'm fucked. Oh, okay. Just play safe under mid tower, guys. Well, I wasn't destined to win this one. I mean, honestly, I could have won it. Like, if I popped off early, people wouldn't have got tilted. If I played better in the first 2 or 3 fights, we'd probably win them. And then people's mentals are preserved, but... For example, my lethality Jarvan is not doing much work. My first item, percentage magic penetration Annie, is obviously not a very good build. To rush a percentage magic penetration item against champions who are level 10 average with 0 MR items. Not really sure about this build. I know that there's a theory of like a synergy between Annie's ultimate reducing magic resist and then buying more magic pen, because people think that magic pen does more damage to people with low MR, but it actually doesn't. That's like a huge misconception because people don't understand the maths behind how resistances work. It's very complicated. So I used to make the same mistake too, but this guy's doing a build that utilizes math that isn't actually true. So, we're losing to Shopkeeper in 2 lanes. We're losing our mental everywhere else. It's one of those games, but it's a warm-up game, you know? It's a silly one. It's a warm-up. Everyone's fighting top lane with Atacon spawning in 1 minute. Not sure what's up with that, but fuck it, we'll fight top lane. Dude, what is happening? I just missed fucking everything. It doesn't matter anyway. We got wiped 4v5 under a tower. Alright, we'll go to the next one. Quick game. Nice. Alright, well... I think Annie can have an honor. She was the only person who survived getting muted. Look, if you go the whole game and I haven't muted you, you've done something right. Rogue, I've lost 8 games in a row like this, and I do not have enough impact in the first 3 waves because it's my peak elo on mid. How do I stay stable myself? Well, look, there's 2 solutions. Solution number 1 is that you have a Smurf mentality, where you play something that has as much impact and agency as early as possible. So, like the analogy, I'm just put my shirt on inside out, guys, don't worry. The analogy would be, right, if I smurfed an Iron, I would not pick Master Yi and do full clears, right? I would pick something that can spam invade and spam gank, because if I start having impact in the game instantly, then I'm going to win a higher percentage of games because it's more so in my control. But in saying that, when I have an Iron jungler who's brand new to the game, I give them Master Yi and tell them to do full clears because it's easier. It's easier to do, and it's a very consistent way to have a slightly above average win rate, which is good enough to climb. But it's not good enough to have a 90% win rate, which is what you want when you're smurfing. So if you're playing at your current elo, the best mentality to adopt is like, just play consistently, slightly better than the other guy, right? Let's say 25% of your games, you just insta-lose because your team sucks. And then 25% of the games, you just insta-win because the enemy sucks. You have an impact in 50% of your games. So just know the difference between what the 50% of games you can affect are and the 50% you can't. And when you have 4 games in a row that are hell, just remember back to a week ago when you had 4 games in a row where you played like shit and won anyway. Because it is really easy to just look at small picture, but extrapolate everything over 1,000 games and it starts making more sense, right? What's my favorite support to play? Recently, probably Bard. Pyke's up there, but Bard's really up there for me recently. I'm probably just going to snap lock a Bard game here because I love Bard. It's too good. How about a mid game? Absolutely not. That would not go well. Maybe not on my high rank account. That would be pretty bad. Just played a game of J4 timed to your stream, your stream 3 days ago of you playing J4. What? So you put my stream of me playing Java in second monitor, and then you played, and then you just copied it? That's so funny. That's actually genius. I can't tell it. That's like Subway Surfers level TikTok brain rot, but like constructive question mark. Biggest culture shock from moving from Australia to Europe, apart from the weather. Yeah, weather's up there. Okay, you know what the biggest culture shock between Australia and Europe is how willing people in Europe are to spend money on luxury things and pleasure things. Like, if somebody has 100 euros in their bank account and that's it, they will go to the restaurant and spend that 100 euros. Like, people who are paycheck to paycheck still find a way to go to the restaurant and have a meal. And it just boggles my mind because it's like, people in Australia don't give a shit about that nearly as much, but like, people in Europe just fucking love going to the restaurant. Like, just put a candle on the table and have someone bring me my food. I'll pay anything. It's crazy. That's up there. That's one of the bigger ones. Alright, I'm 1P, so I'm just going to commit a crime and just snap lock Bard because I win literally every game I play of Bard, and I'm enjoying it. So let's just snap lock Bard. Can customize these a lot, can't I? Usually I have to see what I'm versing a bit in order to decide my runes. What support you recommend in the patch? Patch doesn't matter, man. Just play what you enjoy. But biggest champs are probably Rakan Bard. I think if you want to have huge agency, you play Rakan Bard. They're not the easiest, but they're the highest agency by a mile and the highest skill expression. And then after that, if you just want to cruise and have fun, you either just pick like Braum or an Enchanter and you just chill. You can pretty easily have a great win rate without having to know too much on those champs. That's the new generation. The savings won't get me anything anyway, dude. It's the most self-sabotage. It's like, wow, it costs too much to buy a house. Like, you can barely save enough money to do so. So in protest, I'm going to not save any money and never buy a house. It's like, no, bro, you just like shot yourself in the foot out of frustration. How many rune pages do you have? I never actually do this. I just, every single game, remake the rune page. I don't even know what any of these are. I don't flick through them. I just constantly remake the rune page I'm currently using. There's not a whole lot to customize. Like this game, for example, I'm versing Elise support and Syndra, so I'm going to swap this for bone plating and unflinching, just because Elise as a support is very all-in on lane and killing you. It's her only move. That's the only thing she can do. So if I take bone plating unflinching, it just makes it so that she can't one-shot me. The only annoying thing is Sivir's really annoying to play bone plating against. Kind of want second win against Sivir, but I'm going to play in the lane bush so she can't bounce onto me. I think it's a good idea. Don't fault my logic. We'll see how it goes. I should probably take heal. Because they're not going to take heal, because there's no way in the universe that elite support takes heal. And main reason that you take Ignite is to cut the healing from heal. And so if they're not going to take heal, I shouldn't take Ignite unless, you know, unless I'm playing a matchup where I must kill them to win, which is not the case when they have a melee support and I'm ranged. You ever play Thresh? I was a Thresh one trick for years. He was about 80% of my games played the first, like, 3 or 4 years that I hit Challenger. I bought all my rune pages for 6300 IP. Same. Bro, I remember the pain of making an AD rune page, and I could only play AD champions because I hadn't bought AP runes. So if I wanted to play a mage, I would have to start the game with, like, plus 20 attack damage and attack speed. And then, like, the pain of, like, finishing a game and then going to buy, like, plus 1 AP. And so now in my ADC page, I had 1 AP rune and I said AP page. And it's just like, it's like plus 7 attack damage, plus 1 ability power. And I'm just like, bro, that does not count as a mage page. That you like, that is fucking struggle street right there. God damn. Alright, let's get my chims. Go get my chims. Damn, I didn't get the gold. Motherfucker. I wanted the gold from the ping. Everyone fights over it. Got my chims. You guys want to know the secret bard? What's your job apart from content creating? You just said it, man. It has been for 3 years. It's a pro player for 7, and then a content creator for 3. I don't have a job. This is my job. I'm at work right now. Okay? Respect my working hours. Alright, so here's the tech. You don't actually pick up this chime until the minions get to lane. That way, you have a little bit of extra move speed level 1, and you can use it to run up and whack someone in the head with. Ready? Bing! Now I've got an extra 100 move speed, and I can run in like Usain Bolt, and I can run right up, and go bop, and hit that Q, which there was no way I ever would have hidden that Q if it wasn't for that. Now, I don't mind getting cocooned right now, because, yep, I've literally got bone plating up, so I win the trade anyway. See that, guys? This guy got electrocute proc on me. He hit everything. I still won the trade. Now, the trade always favors me because we have a poke advantage and we have a push advantage. And if you trade even on health when you have a push advantage, it is always a winning trade. Right? We're out poking him, we're out pushing him, and with push, I can take recalls whenever I want. And with push, you can get more lifesteals since you're zoning them off the wave. And with push, you can poke more efficiently because they can't punish you for not having cooldowns. Close. Now I just want to get a ward in their jungle shallow. Hopefully Corki doesn't kill any minions, but I just want to get this ward in here. This is my favorite ward to do. That tells you exactly where their jungler is, what he's doing, and it makes it really obvious to your teammates. I think we know that he's pathing bot, and if you have the timers memorized, you know exactly when he's starting each camp anyway. So the ward is actually unnecessary, but I think it's good for solo queue because people obviously aren't good enough to have timers of jungle camp clears memorized, right? There's no universe that people know that, yeah, look, he crosses to his 4th camp at 3 minutes. People don't usually have that info memorized, but I do. Alright, they're getting absolutely belted right now. How good is this? This is why you trade even on health with the push advantage, chat. Alright, looks like we're invading, which means I'm going to pop my pot since the fight is imminent. And I'm going to start preemptively moving in. Really sad he didn't play to get the root there. If Nunu had played to get the root there, I would have just flash Q'd the guy and he would have got stunned and died. Because that was a kill on Jarvan guaranteed. If he gets that root, I flash Q, Jarvan dies. So really ashamed that my Nunu didn't trust me enough to go for the root with his E and get that kill, but alas. I'm going to sit here, see if they make the mistake of wasting an ability, and if they do, here we go, he wasted the ability. This guy might just be dead now. Rip. Close. He, got over my Q, and I healed late, so I couldn't stay and deal damage. Should have got a kill there. I kind of was just sitting off vision to let him make a mistake. But anyway, let's get this wave in, and I'm going to start a recall now, because they don't know that I'm starting a recall, and I'll still be here till the last minion dies. And if I just take a free recall like this and come back, we'll have a massive advantage. So we sprint out. I'm going to take the route with the chimes. And we'll see what the enemy bot lane does. If they're good at the game, they're going to stay for this wave, because basing on a cannon wave is catastrophic, because why would you lose a cannon wave instead of a 6 wave? Good. Exactly as I thought. He's not going to try and base on a cannon wave. He'd lose too much, which is a smart play by Sivir, but we know that Elise is in base. Oh, she's not in base. What a psycho. Alright, well, I'm just going to portal in, because we can't lose the fight with the current health bars. There we go. Very sad day for them, and we got Galio coming. Now, they can't afford to recall here. If they were to recall and lose a double-stacked cannon wave, their game would end instantly, so they're absolutely checkmated. I don't think it's even worth flashing, my guy. You're not going to live anyway. What's the point of pretending that you can live here? I just killed myself for no reason. Why did Galio take so long to pull tower aggro, by the way? Why didn't I just auto the guy? Honestly, I threw my auto because I saw Galio in melee range, and I assumed that he would attack. And so I threw my Q so that it would, like, be in air as he hit him, but then the guy just didn't hit him. I don't know why he didn't hit him, but he just didn't hit him. Anyway, what's that? 7:15 or so on AD. Actually, what time did I just make? What the fuck did I just do? 9:15. What the fuck? I just made up a number. Don't mind me, guys. I don't mind me and my math just there. I literally just made up a number and said that it was his flash timer instead of actually... I don't know how the fuck I got 7:15. Now, it's still early levels, so it is worth freezing. Anything pre-6 generally is when it's worth freezing. So it's going to be worth holding this wave, even if it costs me health. And I can just drop it now using the lane bush. And I'm just going to take one minion, because one minion is nice. And their bot lane has no sums, a giant Nunu in their lane, and they're trying to get this freeze in, which they just can't seem to do. So this is the saddest day of their life. Oh. Yeah, just give them the jump scare portal. Hit him with the jump scare portal. Just chill, because we're freezing. Just chill. What are we doing? Just chill. Wait, why did we break the freeze? What the fuck? Dude, you know, just... This guy came for a tower dive while we're freezing. What the fuck? dude, what the fuck? We had a freeze. Galio came bot to dive when there was a freeze. And then Corki went, oh shit, we're diving? So we broke the freeze, but it was already too late, so we couldn't dive. Dude, this is like fucking... What the fuck am I watching? This was silver right there. For like 10-second period, it was just absolutely silver. Alright, let's use this guy's ward against him. He thinks he's safe because he has a ward. Here comes the bard. Get a good chunk onto him. There we go. Take all his health bar away. How sad is he? Now, I don't really have to go bot. Why are we walking bot lane with Void Grubs up? Why are we walking? I'm not going. Dude, this Galio is brainless. He's walking bot lane with Void Grubs up. Thing is, they can't do anything to Corki. They can't tower dive Corki with both summoner spells up. So I'm allowed to leave him alone. He can get his solo XP, and I can just hover for the Void Grubs. He'll be fine. Okay, I'm not sure what that guy's flash was about, but I stopped the recall, which I think is completely worth it. I stopped the recall and burn his ult. So now he's losing a wave because his recall's delayed, and he doesn't have ult. So that's a very successful little gank. I'm going to keep playing with this Corki, though, because from what I'm seeing... My Galio is absolutely atrocious at the game. Not atrocious, but he's doing some dumb shit. Corki's really good. He's just holding a lot of gold right now. This Corki must be sitting on 1.5k gold just by glancing at his items. He's sitting on a lot. Let's preserve my bone plating here. I'm just sitting in a pocket where they can't see me. Not bad. Now, Jarvan's here. Surely. Yeah, there's Jarvan. Just as I thought. Now, there's nothing to do here. It's kind of too awkward. What we do is we just fold up to mid where their support isn't and we outroam him. Okay, well, I'm completely homeless because my whole team's in base, so I got literally nothing to do. Now, I could recall, but... Oh, no, he's staying. Okay. Free damage. Can't complain about some free damage, can we? If they walk up, we kill them. We gotta kill them here. They can't be doing all this. Okay, that's fine. He's dead now. He's used his repel. Surely he's dead. Ah, the block. Alright, there's a tower there, Nunu. Did you notice? There was a tower, my friend. I don't think he saw it. I love when junglers gank my lane. It's always such a good result when the jungler ganks for my lane. Alright, my Corki's pinging our Nexus. You all know what that means. Dude, me and Corki have been having such a great time shitting on them down here, and as soon as our teammates got involved, it's all gone to shit. These guys were absolutely fucking screwed. Now, I don't actually have to recall here. I can overstay. Now, they're inting to hit this tower. What I do is I count to 8, right? 8 seconds is the time it takes their recall. They start it now. And I just walk on over and I see how long I can stop their recall for. Every second I stop their recall for is a little bit of time that my Corki gets to hit their turret. So, that's alright. Stop their recall on that guy. Now, that forced Sivir to run all the way back to her tower, and it stopped Elisa's recall, which means my Corki gets some alone time with that tower. But he's not going to use it, is he? He's going to go clear a pink ward instead of taking plates with triple void grub. Alright, never mind. Guys, I'm trying. I literally got this guy a free plate, and he just took a fucking pink ward instead. Alright, that's fine. Just keep rolling with it. Alright, here's the fun one, guys. We want to contest Dragon. What lane do we go through? Do we contest through mid lane with my Galio? Or do we contest through bot lane with my Corki? Think about the ulties. Galio has an ult that allows him to teleport. So what we do is we come through bot lane. That way, the Galio can join us with ults. You see what Anuna's doing? Contesting through mid? That's not how you enter this neutral. You never go towards a global ult. You always contest through the lane adjacent to the global ult since they can join you. And then you pull the objective out and towards bot side because Galio can rotate through the enemy by walking past them. So this objective contest was not done well by any metric at all. I think I carried that fight, boys. Our contest wasn't very pretty. My jungler didn't understand what I was putting down. Anyway, we figured it out. Insta recall, no fucking around, guys. Don't waste time running around when there's 3 people dead on the map. Just recall. Ah, shit, this guy's annoying. He's stopping my recall. Alright, well, there goes my fast recall trick. In the fucking bin now. Sad day for me. I'm gonna keep building this. Well, the good news is I'm still pretty fast out compared to them. So next objective is topside. We're going to be heading topside then. So let's track where all the enemies are. Elisa's bot lane, not a problem. Jarvan recalled and spawned at the same time as me, but I have faster shoes than him, which means I get on the map first, which means I get to the point of contest first, which means I think I can go about this deep before I run into him. So I'm going to run shallow into their topside, and I'm not going to face check as far as this because I know he could be there. So I'm just going to go this deep to get vision, no deeper. that will tell us what side of the map Jarvan went to out of base. He'll tell us if he went to bot or top. So he went to top side. Really good. Let's see if this guy walks up to mid. If he does, we know where Jarvan is. So you can punch in, Galio. Really good, my friend. Alright, that'll do. Good trade. Really good damage. And we just chill for a bit. We've got their jungler tracked. Now let's keep playing topside. I want to look for a play through Cassante because he's super fed. Remember what I said, guys? You don't play through global ults. You play away from global ults and you play through the strongest lane. So this guy's trying to contest through mid again. You don't play towards the 1-0 guy with the global ult. You play towards the guy who's 4-0 adjacent to the global ult. So let's do all of our contests through the Cassante. Right, we're playing towards objective side with our strongest member. I can just hang out here, and on this wave crash, we can probably just take the tower right in front of this guy and then dive him after. So, we don't even have to dive him if you don't want to. I mean, there we go, really good. We can take this. So I don't know what everyone else is doing on the map, but I'm making the play on the side of the map with the most fed member through the lane adjacent to the global ult on the side with the objective. Don't know why people playing bot side, don't know why people contesting through mid, but I know what's best, so I'm going to keep doing that. We should keep going, my friend. You've got triple void grub. Alright, fair enough. Well, my sequence here is done. Nothing more I can do on the map, since everyone who is mid and top is in base. I know that nothing will happen. I can buy my items, move for next sequence. 2 minutes till next objective, so let's play towards bot side. Our lane assignments will determine where I go, but here's a big thing, guys. The enemy hasn't recalled yet. So I'm coming out on the map. They are finishing off taking this tower. So all I've got to do is wait, right? The enemy team's about to recall. Wait. So I just wait for them to base, and once they do base, they'll be in base, and I'll be in river. And since I'm in river, we just walk into their jungle and get vision. Now, they're overstaying like crazy here, actually. This is the second possible outcome, where the enemy is greedy piggies and they overstay. Now, the entire enemy team here is holding a shit ton of gold. I think combined, they probably have 3k gold right now, so they're super delayed recalls. So what we do, let's just count to 10, guys. 8 seconds is the recall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more seconds for good measure. All right, the enemy's now in base. Now let's engage. Let's engage. Their Jarvan's in base. Their Siv's in base. He can't be doing all this. That forces his repel. That forces his flash. Why do you think that guy was so scared and running away all the time? Get in there. They're in base, guys. They're in base. Why are we scared? Why are we scared? Why are we scared? There's no one here. You guys notice how Jarvan and Sivir aren't in this fight because we wait 8 seconds? See how Sivir's fresh off base? It's not a surprise, guys. It's very obvious. Just track when their last recall was. Count to 10, and you know when they based. There we go, boys. Think I healed the wrong guy there. That was not a hard sequence, was it? Beautiful gameplay. Let's watch that on the replay after the match. I love doing that. We'll pull up the VOD review. We'll see what that looked like from God Vision. We'll see how correct I was on the recall timing. Alright, next sequence, straight back out to bot side. Dragons in 25, so that's where we go. Now, look at their death timers. I'm obviously out first, so what I can do is I can sprint straight in and get a foundation of vision before they're on the map. Now, there's going to be wards in this area because this is where the last team fight took place, so let's just check. Now, I know I'm here before them, and I know they didn't see me get here, so I'm just going to sit and wait. Here comes this guy. And as he comes in, I'm just going to keep track of where his wards are being placed. So let's just see where he goes, keep track of his wards, and just, in general, block them from getting to the neutral. So there's ward number 1. Ward number 2's in here. Ward in this bush. Oh shit, what is this guy doing? There it is, right where I said it was. Now I've got my ult up. We just gotta chill because they gotta respond to the Herald, and once they split up, I'm gonna look for a Bard ult. There we go. Okay, that's his flash, not too bad. Can we come over to the neutral, please, team? We did really well getting the mid tower. Let's get the neutral. Let's just hard engage here. Or just pick a direction to turn, guys, because they're completely split. Someone pick a direction to turn. There we go. Pick a direction, turn fast. We just win now. Really good, boys. We take those. Alright, pop a recall, because I'm done here. My sequence is over. Oh, so close. We got it. So close. And now exact same thing. Figure out what side of the map next sequence takes place on, which is bot side. Dragon's up. All right, think about Elisa's wards. She had 4 wards which walked out of base. I tracked the first 2 and cleared them. There are 2 wards missing, which means there's 2 wards to find. Right, there were 4 wards. I cleared 2. That means there's 2 remaining. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to wait till I'm here to sweep, and I'm going to sweep moving this way. I don't think her wards are any deeper than this, so let's sweep like this as ward number 1. I'm guessing the next one is on dragon or down towards the tri-bush a bit. Not quite. There it is. Found it. I was right. It just ran off at the last second. So now I have 100% confirmation that they have no wards in the area because I tracked how many he placed and I found them all. They're all accounted for. Now, when he comes out of base, he's going to sweep. So let's put a ward in very weird places that are unlikely to get swept. This is a bit awkward, Jarvan. You really want your wolves, don't you, my friend? Alright, that was a bit awkward, wasn't it? Okay, baited them in completely. Altered myself for no reason. But we won it just off the vision advantage. You know, you don't have to have good hands if you can track the wards, right? Good stuff, boys. We'll take it. And there's no wards here, so they can't even see us doing this. It's good. Now, I don't do any damage to this thing anyway, so all I do is I just delay them getting to it. Start up far, throw stuff, run backwards. It's basically the plan. Now, I wouldn't recall now usually, but because I have run fast shoes and empowered recall, I know that I can get back on time in order to meet my team before they do anything. Really good. Now, there's obviously people on our top side. It's a bit scary to go in there. I don't think it's even worth it because we can just keep playing towards Cassante on the stronger side of the map. So let's go down bot side. Now there's wards in this area because he has 2 wards missing, which means he plays 2. So that's the first one. Second one's in this area somewhere, but we're fighting, so... Fight first, clear wards later. Now there's one more ward. I'm guessing it's probably in this bush or this bush, but I'm not too worried about which one it's in because I can just clear it later. Now, there's obviously no one bot. There's 2 top, 2 mid. So what I'm going to do is just hover closer to mid. And we'll see what to do after. If they keep going top, they'll be inting because they're sitting on a lot of gold right now. I'm going to mainly hold my wards here. Oh, they're inting. Just kill them all. They're sitting on a ton of gold right now. I don't know what they're doing. Take them out. Good job, boys. Looks like we're going top side, so now that I know what side of the map... Oh. Alright, go on, Jake. I got wrecked. Fair play, sir. Good one. Alright, let's barb this item. Oh no, my team's fighting without me. They're gonna lose, aren't they? I'm so scared. It's the first fight that I've had to watch instead of play. Oh well, my baby birds have left the nest. They can finally fly on their own. Look at them go. Look at my beautiful birdies. Anyway. Are you not scared that people may ghost you in ranked? No, I don't care if I win or lose. Wait, you guys think I care that I win or lose a solo queue game? No. Why would I care if I won or lost a solo queue game? I don't give a shit. I'm here to farm clips for shorts and TikTok. Come on, guys. I can farm clips in a game whether I win or lose. It doesn't matter to me. How do you? They can ghost me if they want. Let's run at this guy. See how much more damage to him I deal than he does to me. Yeah, I win. Half healthed. See you later, mate. Sivir is still half health since the incident. The incident where he lost his entire health bar. Oh, look at this guy. He's by himself. We saw them walk topside, so we know he's alone. Yeah, just him and Syndra. They can't do anything on their own. Dude, this is a little bit awkward. I think that caught his booty. Oh, it didn't. They both They both got out of it. How good are they? Alright, that was an absolute mess. Everyone's hands fell off there. That was a bit messy, boys. Even by me. What even happened? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, they got this secured. I can probably get a recall. Now, I usually would advise people not to recall here because they're leaving their team on the map. But I know that I can get back in time before fighting because I have faster running shoes and I know the enemy's far away. But I would never recommend recalling in a situation like that, especially if you're playing at a lower rank. Just because I am abandoning my entire team on the map, but I'm doing so with confidence because I'm gigabraining it. Alright. A little bit scary to walk in there. Probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't walk in there. You can see I wanted to walk in, and then something in my body just said, don't do it, don't do it. So here's the play, guys. Push mid-wave. Wait till they show on the mid-wave, then walk into their jungle. Right? Don't walk into their jungle before they show on the mid-wave, is usually the mistake that people make. They get too excited to walk in that they just do nothing but walk in. Why are we bot lane? I mean, he's the top laner. He can be bot lane, actually. But can we go in their jungle, please? I feel like I'm having a really hard time corralling my team to do what I want here. Alright, let's do Baron. Let's just do Baron. Good job. Now, I'm not going to reset. I know I have no wards, and I know I have item in base, but if I was to reset right now, it would be a massive missed opportunity, because we have 5 people on the map with a Baron buff, which... well, now I can recall, because there's fucking nothing to do. Half my team's dead. So, I may as well just recall. Oh, well. Hello to my mum and hello to Nathan. I saw the message in the chat a while ago, but I was in the groove, and I can't stop to say hello to my family when I'm in the middle of my groove, because I got to clip this stuff and make shorts out of it. And I can't interject in the middle of a short and just say hello to my mum. I mean, I guess I could, actually. Honestly, it'd probably get more views if I just randomly clipped it and said hi to my mum in the middle of a video. Mad. I think most people would appreciate that. Alright, well, I'm going to act as a human ward until my team can figure out what we're doing. We're going top side. Alright, don't ask why I'm on the bot side of the map. Obviously, if my Corki's top lane, it means we're playing towards the top side, so my vision should go on the top side. So, let's go get top side vision. Now, this guy's being cheesed. That's apparent. The fucking Avengers are in this bush. Surely the Avengers are in this bush, right? They're not. The Avengers are here somewhere. They're in this bush? I called it. I knew the Avengers were in a bush. I did walk in face first still, like a dumbass, but I was aware that the Avengers were in a bush. I saw them all moving up there, and then they disappeared, and I was like, oh, there's some people here somewhere. It's the intuition. Hit the tower, team. Everyone hit the tower. If you're not hitting the tower, you're in trouble. You're all in trouble. This is where we lose the game, boys. Don't do it. Ah, okay, never mind. There's not a tower. Alright, we can take the tower. That's fine. Didn't use Locket. My bad, Corky. I knew he wouldn't die. I could save it. I was saving Locket because I knew it was fine. Alright, just reset, get dragon, game's over. Surely we just reset, guys. Like, come on. Get in the portal. You're gonna lead by example. Get in the portal. Oh. Sometimes they just don't use their Sivir spell shield. Yeah, that made him FF. Good job, boys. We won it. BG, well played. So the salt's on the other team, thank God. Hey guys, do you think he makes shorts or TikToks out of these streams? I wonder. You figured it out because I've said it 10 times. So smart, so intelligent. Not a bad one. Probably did a lot of damage that game. Yeah, pretty fair amount. Alright, let's do another one. I might just play one more today. I'll see how many I want to play, but I feel like I've worked really efficiently this week. You guys want to see what I've cooked up this week? I'll show what I've cooked up this week, and I'll get some of your opinions, actually. So, here is tomorrow's video. Made this absolutely from scratch in like a day and a half, which is pretty nutty. Good video. Can't complain. I think it's a great concept. I think this video will do mid. I don't think it'll do exceptional because I think a lot of people's egos will be too big to click on a video that says simple. So I think a lot of people won't click it just because of that. But the one I think is going to do absolute numbers, I just finished this today, is this one. This is going to go stratospheric, surely. Like, just look at it. It's beautiful, right? It's fucking beautiful. It's a video about draft. Videos about draft do well. It's the most enticing thumbnail ever, although I've got to clean up the lines a bit because they're a little bit yucky, but we'll make it a bit prettier. That's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it. You get the idea. I'm torn between two thumbnails. I'm torn between that one and some variation of this one. So, option A, option B. Can I get some A's and B's in chats, please? Option A, A's in the chat. Option B's in the chat. What do we want, chat? A, B. A, B. First is easier. A. Yeah, okay. I thought it was A. I got A's down the wall. All right, like, read this chat. There's one guy with a B. That guy, you're exonerated. I don't know. You're ejected. I can't use words. You're out of here. Yeah, I thought A was better. I was mostly going to settle on that as well. Like, I've uploaded unlisted on YouTube, and I put A as the thumbnail. I was just waffling. I need a PhD for B. Yeah, true. A for Avengers. Nice. Am I tweaking? Do not live in Oost. I don't. I live in Amsterdam. I am from OCE, but I live in Amsterdam. Hey Rogue, how much does the hidden passive on comeback at Jungle XP affect the strategy of only doing ganks when there's no camps on the map? Well, look, I think in Perfect League of Legends, if you intentionally skip, if you do one camp triple gank in a challenger game, you're going to lose the fucking game because your ganks won't work, and the enemy jungler will dissect you. And look, the upside of falling behind is that you get bonus XP. The downside of falling behind is that you're fallen behind and you're losing. So the upside of losing is that you lose less, is basically what the mechanic is. So in saying that, right, like, it's not good to run around spam ganking and not farm efficiently. It's bad. It sucks. But if you go to a random solo queue game in gold and you pick Nunu and you run around ganking, you're gonna fucking every gank will work. And then the downside of your jungle getting picked apart probably won't happen, and you will get the comeback that'll pick you back up. And honestly, more than anything, you'll break the enemy's mental and they'll just quit the fucking game, right? Which is probably the biggest upside of it all. So there's that. All right, I've got a fucking Zeri. I want to play Blitzcrank, but I've got a Zeri. I hate Zeri. I'm picking fucking Blitzcrank anyway. Playing Zeri Blitzcrank is hell, but I'm doing it anyway, just because I don't care. I just want to play Blitzcrank. Problem with Zeri Blitzcrank is Blitzcrank can do one thing. He can hook somebody and go all in. Zeri can do one thing. 0 damage. That's the only thing Zeri can do, is 0 damage. The entire first 5 levels of your lane, she sits there, and she does no fucking damage. She's completely useless. So it's kind of a problem when you hook someone into her, because you hook someone in, and then she does no damage, and you lose the fight. So it makes it like the worst bot lane 2v2 in the fucking universe. But then I just picked it anyway. Because I don't care, and this is the most insane Blitzcrank pick ever because I have so many targets to hook. This is awesome. Like, those 3 champions get shit on by Blitz. I can hook them all, but Zeri makes me throw up, but I want to play Zeri, so I'll do it. Counterpicked yourself? Yeah, I did. You guys are wondering if I care about winning? Yeah. Electrocute Blitz? Yeah, why not? Electrocute is awesome on Blitz. You get access to a bunch of runes that are super good. Movement speed, amazing. Deep ward, amazing. Cheap shot helps your all in. Electrocute helps your all in. This is like the optimal rune page in a bot lane like this where you have to all in. Right? You can take Aftershock when you verse burst damage, but mainly when you verse melee supports because you can get Nautilus hooked and then punch someone to live through the hook. You can take Glacial in matchups where you already have enough damage. So let's say I had a Draven this game. I wouldn't need the bonus damage from Electrocute because Draven has enough damage. So I would take Glacial. That would trap the enemy in a slow, and then the Draven could kill them because he already outdamages them. So if you just put them in a slow field, they're just going to be stuck fighting him. If I was to take Glacial this game, what would happen is I would hook somebody, and then my Zeri would do 0 fucking damage, and then we would lose the fight. And if they were in a slow field, they wouldn't give a shit because they'll be winning the fight anyway. Right? So we go Electrocute, because the added damage of those 2 runes is going to do a shit ton to make us actually win fights. God, this is like the single worst draft I've ever seen for both teams. Like, they've got 5 range champions, no crowd control, no tank, no nothing. And we've just got pretty much the same. Our engage is a fucking Evelyn charm and a Blitzcrank hook. It's so bad. They're mental booming in a draft. I don't know. I'll mute them as soon as they're talking. I didn't read it. So, all right. People are always pinging the Nexus, so that guy can have a mute because he's already pinging the Nexus. So muted it is. It's crazy how quick you have to start muting people to preserve your mental. What is that ward for? What? I have a sweeping lens, which means we only have 1 ward for our lane to use against ganks, and he uses it like this. Alright guys, here's a little bit of a lesson. If your support goes sweeping lens, and you only have 1 ward on the lane to use to protect both of you against ganks, don't place it 30 seconds into the game. Maybe place a ward that will be alive at the point where the enemy jungler is trying to gank you, rather than just placing it in the river for literally no reason. God. Alright, well... Stay positive. Come on. Alright, positivity. I gotta electrocute Blitzcrank. I'm gonna absolutely mess them up. Let's do it. Alright, walking with minions. Alright, I cannot hook level 1. That is Nico. You can tell because if you click on them both, she had less attack damage than the Jinx does. That's the tip. That's the trick. Can't hook until level 2. We need my E in order to win fights, and we need my E in order to proc Electrocute. My Zeri's taking way too much free damage. Why is she allowing them to hit her for free so much? Like, just don't take as much damage, dude. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You'll be fine. Just drop 1 or 2 minions occasionally. This is where it gets hard to dodge, because you're stuck against a tower. Alright. That was easy. Let's let his lethal tempo drop. Good job, my friend. That was great work. Hooks in 3. So we'll just run at this guy. Now, the problem is we have no sums, and our wave is pushing in, and our jungler is top, and we're very gankable on this bounce in. We should be fine, because Italia will just do a full clear, most likely. But it's still very sus. Alright, so let's get this wave in. And if we get ganked because we don't have a ward, because of what my Zeri did level 1, then that will make me very sad. There's Talia. Okay, it's not Talia, that's Nico. We gotta get this wave in, buddy. Good job. Alright, well, we just gotta leave it. We've got no ward, and our jungler's top, and we're not going to be able to crash it. Oh no, their jungler is top. Okay, so we found out where he pathed. Well, we have to try get it in now. This is awkward, isn't it? I'm just fucking dead. I was trapped. I did what I could. Look, any champion other than Zeri, we're completely fine in that situation. We just get the wave in and we base. But, yeah, look. We made the situation hard because of our champs. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's their flash timers. You know what? Although we lost off that exchange, it's still a better outcome than what should happen in this matchup at this level. Wow, saved him with the hook. Not bad. And I prevented this guy getting the reset on his jump. Huge. Okay, that was a clutch timing on that. I had no idea why Zeri's fast pushing when she could just slow push and deny half a cannon wave, but... Oh, she wants to dragon. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta admit when the guy's a G... Actually, we can't do dragon. My jungler has 4 camps alive, so never mind. We can't do dragon, because Evelyn can't take dragon with 4 camps up. It's too inefficient. Don't know how that hook hit, by the way, but I'm not enjoying this fight. Alright, that's bad. So, it turns out you've got to hook the guy with lethal tempo, otherwise you lose the fight. That's how that works. Who would have guessed? Oh my god, don't get double killed, man. Oh my god, how useless is Zeri? Look, we didn't play perfectly, but I'm yet again going to make the point that if it was any champion other than Zeri, we would have won that. It's just no fucking damage at all. But still, it's my fault. I have a Zeri with me. I can't be doing dumb shit and saying, wow, Zeri champion. I know there's a Zeri. Anyway. Let's hang out right here, and then we'll hit this guy with the minus 80 mana. You wanna know how to make a Tristana lose 80 mana? Is you just do this. You just run at him. Oh. Well, there goes his 80 mana, but apparently he also wanted to lose his health bar because he just decided not to jump in time. Yeah, you got some fruit. Now, what we do here, guys, plain and simple, we re-enter the lane bush off vision. Okay, AD carry, I'm really glad you fucking left when I hooked them. If I was a Draven player, he would have been standing right next to me. It's just not even a champion gap. It's, oh my god. Dude, the angle was so juicy and the guy just left. Oh, that was a close one. Oh shit, not that I wanted to hit the hook anyway. Yeah, I'll just fucking dodge myself to death right here. Alright. Fucking Talia's lane bush ganking with her ult. Not gonna lie, that's a smart play. I'll give him that much. I'll give him that. It was a smart play. And you're dead, idiot. See you later. It was all a bait. I'm actually a genius. I should have refunded my item and bought tier 2 shoes there, actually. I kind of trolled. Alright, well, I can roam anywhere here. I'm going to roam top lane. I know I can roam top lane because my AD carry should be able to kill the wave and base. We'll see. All I know is this top matchup's pretty snowbally, so... Look, I probably should go bot lane. I definitely should go bot lane, but I'm going to go top lane anyway. Bane, I swear to God, if you die before I get there... I abandoned my AD carry to go top lane, and the guy just forgot to fucking kill anyway. Oh. Alright, saved Vayne's life. You're welcome, Vayne. Absolutely saved. You're welcome, my friend. 100% would have hit. Alright, I'm just going to stay on vision, because there's not much more I can do to help here. And we'll hover close to the mid because Vayne's in base anyway, so no point being close to the top. And I'll just stand here and wait till my jungler realizes that the Void Grubs are up. However long that takes. I don't fucking care how long it takes. I'll wait anyway. I'll just keep waiting. And I'll keep waiting. And I'll keep waiting. I just keep waiting for him to realize the Void Grubs are up. We'll just keep on waiting. Now, Matey Carry should be fine 2v1 for a wave or two. I don't think he'll have any problems. Now, Jace is going to walk down the river after this, so what I'm going to do is walk on in and put a ward right there. And hide right here. And if the Jace walks down the river, he's going to have a really bad day. Can we do the... Here we go. Can you fucking kill him? Thank you. You got ult. You'll be fine. Good job. Alright, I'm going to recall. You can take the Void Grubs. I'm going to buy my Go Fast shoes. And I'm going to run back bot lane because Matey Carry's probably sick of my bullshit by this point. And look, I can leave him 1v2 for a little while, but against double range champions like this, he's going to have a hard day. Oh, he's just fucking gone. Alright, rip him. Look, I don't think me being there does much to change that, to be honest. I think we can't win fights on bot side, so if I go bot side, I wouldn't be fucking doing anything anyway. We're just too far gone. We're like a combined 1 and 6, so I don't think playing through the lane that's 1 and 6 is a very good idea. This is so fun. Alright, well... You know. I'm a free spirit. I've got my upgraded shoes. I can leave now. What is that? What does that even mean? I don't know. But we'll just keep playing through mid and top because bot's too far gone. And this is the sad reality is this guy's going to flame me because I'm abandoning him. But it is strictly the best play to make. How did we not get Void Grubs? What the fuck? Why do we not have Void Grubs? Now, there could be walls on bot side, so I'm going to enter through top side because I know there's no vision here. They've never been here. Good damage. Now, they lane swap to top. Not sure what that's about. I guess they're lane swapping for grubs, which is not the worst play. Think we should have got them a while ago, though, but I kind of like this because now I get to play towards objective side and they can't trade anything onto my boy. Ah, close. Okay, okay. Look. It's a bit awkward. It's a bit orkies. Now, I know Jinx has no flash, so she's a great target here. It's just really hard with the bonus move speed she has. Let's hit him with the Hex Flash tech. That's me done. I just gotta make sure I don't die and give a reset now. You got this, boys. Oh no, she didn't die. Good try. Alright, well, you guys are inting it, so I'm just gonna recall. Not that I have any fucking mana to help out anyway, so good luck with that. Look, my champion does one thing. It hooks somebody, right? And I hooked somebody, and they died. And then it was lost after that. And you know what? I did as much as I could. Here's what you do, guys. You play for next sequence. That sequence is over. They won the fight. I can't change the past. I can change the future. The future will take place on the bot side of the map where the dragon is. So what I do is I run out of the base to the bot side of the map. I make a quick detour to get the cannon minion, because cannon minions give a metric shit ton of XP. You guys know a cannon minion is worth 6 times more than a ranged creep? That's the facts. So we stay for that XP, and now we stroll into their bot side and we get all the wards. Walking, 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 walking. Boink. Walking, 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 walking. Ward. Now we can't go too deep with vision here because, you know, we just can't. Alright, rip. He's too good. We had one shot and we fucking missed it, didn't we? Oh, this is dicey, isn't it? This is a dicey one. Well, it is how it is. Well, I guess I go hang out with Anivia. Every time I do things with Anivia, it's going well, so let's just keep hanging out with him. Here's no jump. Here's no jump. Good job. Alright, I'll just keep hanging out with this guy. Everything goes well when I'm with this guy. This is awesome. Alright, pop a recall. This guy's fucked. Nothing I can do about that. This is the tech to get out of base faster, guys. Bop. Off we go. Alright, let's play Blitzcrank. What do you do on Blitzcrank? You go to the objective before it spawns, you stand in the fog of war, and you hook anyone who walks in. Now, I know there's vision in this area, but I know there's not vision around... Okay, never mind, there is a trinket ward. Can't account for those. But now there's no vision around this area. So, if they want the dragon, they've got to face check into me. So what we do is we walk down here, and we do the ward of the century. Good job. Failed it. I never failed that ward. Don't know how I failed it this time. Now, that's not the real Jinx. That's obviously the Nico. So we don't want to hook the Nico. We want to hook the Talia if we can. We'll take it. She's dead. My Zeri just completely fucking inted. And my Evelyn's doing no damage. Oh, we got the dragon though. Because I killed their jungler. We take those. Ah, yeah, no, good try. Look, I don't think it's worth me doing that just because of the simple fact that I give Jinx lethal tempo and passive proc. And then she just carries the fight after. Oh my god, Vayne's in melee range. Dude, this is the worst quality solo queue game I've played in like 2 weeks. Everyone is playing ranged damage champions. Everyone is fucking inting. my Vayne pinged the Nexus level 1 because he wanted to give up that bad. Alright, well... Sag. Look, we don't have a ton of hope here anymore, boys. If they're doing this, I think they've got it, sadly. No, they're not. Alright, we're first on map. Every time there's a bad thing, you get a little bit of a chance to come back, because you always get on the map first. So, if the boys come, we might be on here. We have a small chance. He's got a fucking Banshee's Veil, of course he does. Alright, we'll you know. Now, there's no wards here. The problem is, if I hook this guy, my Zeri's level 9 and does no damage, so we wouldn't even get the kill, would we? I gotta wait for somebody useful to show up, which there's not a whole lot of those. I gotta do the contest through top lane. Oh no. Okay. That's a little something. This is a little something. Just make sure he's dead, and that'll secure the fight win, and then we can clean up the kills after. He cancelled her jump. Go in the lane bush. Guy had vision in the lane bush, apparently. Did you guys know he had vision in that lane bush? Apparently he did. I should have used my sweeping lens. Cut his vision. But I didn't think about that. Oh, shit. Rocket Belt to counter Banshee? That's actually fucking genius. Holy shit. Wait, you're cooking. Here I am building armor items against the Fed Triple AD, but Rocket Belt is actually a good item here. Imagine you don't let me alone on this game. Bro, I left when you were like 0-6. It was done. Bro, this guy's trying to present to me an alternative universe where I go bot lane when we're fucking 0-7 in lane and I hook them into us and we get double killed. I don't know about your alternate universe, my friend. I'm not a fan of it. That guy had like a little jump at the end. How'd he do that? I missed the easiest hook of my life. But he had like a little jump at the end. Am I crazy? He did a little hop, little jump forward to dodge my hook while mid-ult? I swear. If I had Proto Belt, that guy would be dead. If I had Proto Belt, it would have been much easier than it was. Look, good play though. Good mechanics to hit that hook. Well, I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to go top. I'm going to go opposite the objective because we have to trade. Come on, Vayne. Vayne. Come on. Push out top lane. We can't win grouped fights, so you're going to have to push out top lane. And we can look pick on the opposite side of the map to where the objective is, which is a little bit strange, but... Yeah, look, this is a fucking mess, guys. Oh my fucking god, what are you do? What is she tumbling in for? This guy's flaming me? Alright. He's flaming me. I'm the only person on his team who's been doing anything human. He's not allowed to flame me. Doesn't work like that, my mate. Look, what I was doing was a little bit unorthodox. I will say that. It was a bit unorthodox, but I feel like when you decide to run into the enemy 2v5 and die, you shouldn't look for someone to blame other than yourself at that point. Oh, easiest hook of my life. Missed. Don't mind me. Fuck, that was a big one too. That's a shutdown and an Atacon, baby. Alright, we did an oopsie. We missed the easy ones. Ah, he's got the Proto Belt. That's what the hop was. I knew there was a hop earlier. I threw my hook while he was self-stunned with ult, and he Proto Belted mid-ult to dodge my hook. That's what happened earlier. No shit. Guy's a genius. Alright, this is so fun. We're all having so much fun around this neutral, aren't we, chat? Alright, in we go. Good luck. We can't give it or the game ends. Yeah, well, fuck it. We'll take it. Yeah, I think we're just gold lead gapped at this point. Nothing matters anymore. Oh well. Huh. Well, look. It was yet another winnable game. But I know that this game was lost because I picked Blitzcrank. Because the entire game, I said things like, wow, if we didn't have Zeri there, we would have won. But I picked after we saw Zeri, so I did it to myself. But I knew what I was doing. As I said, I'm not here to win games, I'm here to have a good time. And I had a pretty good time this game, regardless of what happens. Ah, the ult didn't hit him. He ate my hand. He ate my hand. How dare he? Can I have a teammate with me who does damage, please? You do damage? Good job. You do. Good job, Anivia. My guy. Anivia's good, man. If this Anivia turns up, we win this. We shouldn't win it, but if she turns the fuck up, maybe we can. Oh, wait, what? This doesn't build from a... Oh, true, they changed the build path. Oh, guys, I built a Kindle Gem. And Proto Belt doesn't build from Kindle Gem anymore. They always do this to me, man. They always change the build path of items that I don't commonly build, because you don't build Proto Belt very often on support or jungle, do you? And then I go to build it, and I get blindsided. That inhib just means more gold. You're actually a genius. complete genius. That's always the copium that you say. There's the hook. That's what we want, boys. Oh, another one. Oh, intercepted. Okay. That's 2 picks. Boys, are we coming back? Are we going to make a comeback? We just got to chain that into some more kills. Let's hit him with the Hex Flash maneuver. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. Oh, no, we're losing 3v5, boys. No idea why the enemy's trying to fight us when it's 3v5. They're really giving us a chance to come back here, but we keep fucking it up anyway. Ah, well, we gotta hit those. Look, I've missed the 2 hooks that have mattered this game, but look, I hit the hooks early that did matter. It just wasn't quite close enough. Nice blitz, bro. I've been doing work all game. What are you even saying? Why so negative? What, dude, everyone is so toxic in League. I don't think so. We can disagree and move on. Dude, everyone has flamed. This is insane. Every single person just took it upon themselves in this moment to all point a finger at someone else. Like, Anivia blamed me. Zeri blamed me, kind of. Wait. And then Anivia blamed Vayne, or... I'm so confused, man. Everyone's blaming each other. This is so fun. Alright. Well, what a banger. Did I play 3 games today? Am I high? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Alright, well, that was fun. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm not feeling like playing a billion games. I think I just overworked myself this week. I did literally nothing for 3 days other than, like, just straight 3 days of editing videos, and they're absolute bangers. So... this time tomorrow, exactly this time tomorrow, actually, a new video will be out. So look forward to that one, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to end my day early and go play some video games and chill out and touch some grass. But thanks for coming, people. Hell yeah. All right. See ya.